Hello, guys, my dear friends, boys and girls, and my students. Today's topic of discussion is noun clause, that is complex sentence, noun in apposition. Then, what is apposition? Apposition means side by side. Side by side. A noun and a noun phrase, or a pronoun and a noun phrase take their places side by side to suggest or to indicate a single person or a single object. For example, I am writing down today's topic of discussion is noun clause, complex sentence, and noun in apposition. Noun clause, appositive, okay, appositive. Now let us know what noun in apposition is, then we shall enter complex sentence and noun clause. For example, Alexander Alexander, the king of Macedon, invaded India, a country of many states, a country of many states or kingdoms. Let us write kingdoms. Now let us see. You see that Alexander is a person. The king of Macedon is a noun phrase. So the noun and the noun phrase taking their places side by side, suggesting the same person, that is Alexander. So Alexander is appositive to king of Macedon, and king of Macedon is appositive to Alexander. Clear? Invaded is the only finite verb here because it is a simple sentence. Clear? It is a simple sentence, and India is a country, India is noun, and a country of many kingdoms, it is a noun phrase. So India and a country of many phrases many kingdoms are suggesting a single country, that is India. So India is appositive to a country of many kingdoms, and a country of many kingdoms is appositive to India. So it is an example of simple sentence. But our topic of discussion, my dear students, is noun clause complex sentence. Let us write a sentence. For example, number 1, on hearing the news that his father died in an accident, in an accident, comma, he fainted. He fainted. Okay? Now let us analyze the sentence. Number 1, on hearing the news, he fainted. It is the principal clause. And what is the news? That his father died in an accident. It is subordinate clause, subordinate noun clause, because it is acting as the apposition to news. Because the meaning of news is being completed by the noun clause, not by the noun phrase. And what is the difference between phrase and clause? A phrase is a group of words without having a finite verb. But a clause is also the part of a sentence or a group of words having a finite verb. So, here died is the finite verb. Clear? Now, let us write down. Number 1, on hearing the news, he fainted. He fainted. It is principal clause. Number 2, that his father died in an accident. That his father died in an accident. Okay? Subordinate noun clause and case in apposition or noun in apposition to use. Noun in apposition to news in clause number 1. You see that news is in clause number 1. Okay? So, news is noun and that his father died in an accident is a noun clause because it is acting as the apposition to news. So it is called appositive. Let us write another sentence. Please follow without skipping a single word or a single sentence. Otherwise, we will not be able to understand the matter. For example, another example I am writing. Let us follow. The proverb that birds of a feather F-E-A-T-H here, birds of a feather flock together is not true nowadays. Is not true nowadays. How many finite verbs are there in the sentence? You see that there are 2 finite verbs, so there are 2 clauses. The proverb that birds of a feather flock together is not true nowadays. Then what is the principal clause? Let us follow. The proverb means saying, the proverb is not true nowadays. The proverb is not true nowadays. It is principal clause. You may take your exercise book and pen and write what I am analyzing, how I am analyzing the sentences, so that you may write independently. The proverb is not true nowadays. It is principal clause. And what is the proverb? That birds of a feather flock together. It is the proverb. So, proverb noun is being explained by the clause that birds of a feather flock together. So it is noun clause, and it is noun in apposition to proverb in one. Then I am repeating the sentence. The proverb is not true nowadays. It is principal clause. That birds of a feather flock together. It is noun clause. And noun in apposition to, that is appositive to proverb. Because proverb is being explained. What is the proverb? That birds of a feather flock together. Am I clear? If I am not clear, please go to inbox and write your comment that, sir, I am not able to understand this portion. And again, I shall repeat the same sentences. Let us write the third sentence. This is the fact. This is the fact that Socrates is a great philosopher. Is a great philosopher. Okay? This is the fact that Socrates is a great philosopher. Now let us analyze the sentence. There are two finite verbs, you see, is and is. There are two finite verbs here. Here is not auxiliary verb. They are finite verbs or principal verbs. So number one, please write down. This is the fact, principal clause. And what is the fact? You see that fact is a noun, and this noun is being clearly, vividly and distinctly suggested or explained by the clause that Socrates is a great philosopher. So it is noun in apposition to the fact. It is noun clause and apposition to fact. Now let us write the fourth sentence. The truth, the scientific truth, scientific, the scientific truth that trees have also life, was proved by Sir Jessibos. Okay, this is a complex sentence. You see that there are two finite verbs in it. Here have and proved. Was is the auxiliary verb. Now let us analyze the sentence. How the sentence has been constructed. The scientific truth was proved by Sir J.C. Morse. It is principal clause. The scientific truth was proved by Sir J.C. Morse. It is principal clause. And what is the noun clause? That trees have also life. That trees have also life. So, what is the truth, or what is the scientific truth? The scientific truth, you see that truth is noun. Truth is the noun form of true. True is adjective and truth is noun. So truth is noun, and this noun is being explained by the noun clause that trees have also life. So the scientific truth was proved by Sir J.C. Morse. It is principal clause, and that trees have also life, subordinate noun clause, case in apposition or noun in apposition to truth. So this clause is appositive to truth. Am I clear? Now come to the fifth sentence. Fifth sentence. There is a saying that a tall man falls in love with a short girl. You see, there is a saying. Saying is noun, and there are two finite verbs in it. Is, false. So there are two clauses. What are the clauses? There is a saying principal clause. Saying is noun, and saying is being explained distinctly, vividly, and categorically explained. What is the explanation? That a tall man falls in love with a short girl. So it is noun clause and appositive to saying. Noun in apposition to saying. Thank you very much. And today I am ending my lesson. And the next day, if you have any problem, comment. And please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Please press the bell icon so that I may be encouraged and enthused to give you more and more grammatical items. Thanking all of you. Goodbye.